The final season of Squid Game is full of interesting secrets. These tell us incredible details about the games, and it has already been confirmed what we will see in the next series of the franchise. That's what we will talk about here. Today on Charlietales, I will tell you 20 curiosities and secrets from Squid Game Season 3. Ready? Let's begin. In the final episode, in this children's fair, we have the cameo of someone very special. This cartoonist in the background is the series director, Hwang Dong-hyuk. For a second, we can even see how he looks at the camera. God-level camouflage. When guard number 11 finds the player's files, we can see a very special one on the left. The title in Korean translates as Blacklist of Players. We can assume that this file contains people who are banned from participating in the games. It would be interesting to know what kind of people are banned from the competition, but the series doesn't show us anything else about the file. When the maze game begins, Namgyu takes one of Thanos' pills and shouts the phrase, "Let's eliminate half of humanity." This is a clear reference to the Marvel villain. Thanos is known for using the Infinity Stones to erase half the universe. The curiosity is even more interesting if we remember that the maze game consisted of two teams exactly equal in number, and one half was supposed to eliminate the other. In Captain Park's house, we find his soldier uniform. It has a square mask, so the captain held that rank. This is interesting because in the organization's hierarchy, squares are the highest ranking guards, just below the frontman and the man in the black suit. With this context, we understand why the captain had the important mission of monitoring the policemen. The squares are the only ones who have direct contact with the high ranks and are trusted by the leaders. Now we all know that the shaman was always a liar and pretended to have powers. However, maybe she wasn't so crazy. In Season 2 in the Carousel game, she told Gi-hun a prophecy that came true. She said his life had extended beyond what destiny dictated, and if he returned to the games, it was because he had a mission to fulfill. In this scene, the shaman looked at the pregnant woman, hinting that Gi-hun had to protect her. Now thanks to Season 3, we know the prophecy was fulfilled. Gi-hun couldn't die because he had to save that baby. Before the semi-final, we had a sad moment when the elderly woman takes her own life. She couldn't bear that her son was eliminated because of her. This tragedy reminds us of Season 1. There was a man who played the marble game with his wife, so he had to eliminate her. This tragedy was so great that he preferred to hang himself. Something identical to what the elderly woman did. In episode 4, we can see the VIPs disguised as guards and eliminating players. This is something new for them, and they thank the frontman for letting them participate. This idea likely came from the old man Il-nam, who in Season 1 dared to participate in the games. At that time, Il-nam told the frontman that the best way to enjoy the games is by playing them. It's clear the frontman listened to him because he also participated in Season 2, and now in Season 3, he let the VIPs join in. Before the grand finale, we can see the dormitory walls uncovered, and some strange letters can be seen. They say, "Hodie mihi, kras tibi." This is a Latin phrase that translates as, "Today it's me, tomorrow it's you." This message represents the fleeting nature of life, and means a lot in the context of Squid Game. For them, life is fragile. Today, I was the one eliminated, but tomorrow it will be you. When the players enter the final game, we can see a sign with Korean letters. If we translate this, we get the phrase, "Safety first." This sign is usually used in Korea on construction sites for workers' safety, but in the series it seems like a joke, referencing how dangerous the game is. At the beginning of the season, we have this scene of Gi-hun yelling at the guards and demanding to be eliminated. While this happens, the frontman watches him through surveillance cameras. But something is strange here. If we remember Season 2, during Gi-hun's rebellion, player 120 destroyed the dormitory cameras. The new scene happens on the same day, so there shouldn't be any cameras in the room. There are only two options. The guards installed a new camera in record time, or it's just a production error. When Mr. Choi breaks into Captain Park's house, he finds a photo of the sailor with the recruiter, meaning they were friends. But for a second, we also see a photo of the captain with the frontman. This reveals that the captain also had a friendship with the organization's leader. And it makes sense because before dying, Captain Park thanked the frontman. The captain said he should have died a long time ago, but the frontman gave him another chance. So between these two, there's an important story we were never told. During the maze game, Gi-hun is looking for Dae-ho to eliminate him. In the scene, we can see that behind Gi-hun, the clock marks the number 456. This is a clear reference to the protagonist, and the moment coincides with Gi-hun discovering Dae-ho's blood. He finally found him. The clock is telling us it's time for Gi-hun to act. Shortly after, we see how he eliminates Dae-ho. When the maze game starts, we can see the YouTuber player talking to Namgyu. If we look behind MG Coin, there are Korean letters that say, "Be careful with people, fool." This phrase seems like a warning for the players, especially MG Coin. He made a deal with Namgyu to eliminate many players. And because of that ambition, he mistakenly eliminated player 120. The wall was warning him to be careful with people, but his ambition blinded him. Before the semi-final, the players are given a dinner that consists of sad potatoes. This contrasts a lot with the first meal they received, which was quite complete. This is a classic technique of the organization. At the beginning, they give players plenty of food to make them happy and want to keep playing, but then they reduce the food, so hunger makes them more irritable and violent. This technique was also seen in the first season. At first, they were given a full meal, and later just an egg and soda. The lack of food caused player 101 to steal food from others, and even kill one. Squid Game has many such tricks to manipulate players and create conflict among them. In the finals, the VIPs enjoy the show, and one of them says it was an excellent idea to make player 456 return to the games. Upon hearing this, the frontman turns his head as if he's looking at us. It's like breaking the fourth wall as in the Deadpool movies. The VIPs are congratulating the producers of the series for the great idea of bringing Gi-hun back for the last seasons. The series ends with an epic scene in which an American recruiter plays Dakji with a homeless man. But the biggest fans notice that this makes no sense, since Dakji is a Korean game, and Americans never played it as kids. The most logical thing would be for the recruiter to play something typical of American culture. But the production chose Dakji because it represents the series better. This is clear proof that the series was never intended to be adapted to other cultures. It's something they had to develop now to continue the franchise. For months, the theory went viral that Gi-hun would be the next frontman. And of course, it didn't come true. But Season 3 did show us a connection to this idea. Before the grand finale, the frontman offered Gi-hun a knife to eliminate the other players. This was a test for him. If Gi-hun accepted, it would have shown that even a good person like him can be corrupted. The frontman did this to recruit Gi-hun, I can assure it, because later we were shown flashbacks where the old man Il-nam offered the same to the frontman. He accepted and joined the organization. Now in the present, the frontman wanted the same with Gi-hun, but he didn't accept. Will there be a Season 4 of Squid Game? The answer is no. The director has made it very clear that this was the last season. But he also stated there will be spin-offs for the franchise. Most likely we'll see a Squid Game series in the United States. This is confirmed by the series' ending, where we see an American recruiter playing with a homeless man. We will have Squid Game for a long time. Before the maze game, Namgyu mocks Min-soo and the death of her friend. Namgyu says he eliminated her because she kept mocking him. But this is strange, because in Season 2, we didn't see the girl mocking Namgyu. Well, this conversation refers to a deleted scene from Season 2. This happens in the pentathlon game. Here, Namgyu had to spin a top, but kept failing. Because of that, we can see how Semi yells at him for his failure. All this was cut from the series, but would have better explained Namgyu's grudge against Semi. In the frontman's memories, we were shown how years ago, the old man Il-nam offered him a deal to win the games. He only had to eliminate all the players using a knife. The interesting thing is that we can see the frontman suffered a lot fulfilling this mission. It's clear he was scared. He even cried before accepting the deal. This is relevant because we always thought the frontman won the games due to his ruthless view of the world, like he was a kind of Sang-woo. But apparently it was the opposite. The frontman was a person who made it to the final while still good. That's why it hurt him so much to kill his teammates. He was like Gi-hun, and the old man Il-nam managed to tempt him with that knife. That was the moment he was fully corrupted. We need to see a spin-off of the frontman in those past games. That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.